What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do a word from the ancestor reading for the sign of Gemini. Okay, Gemini, you guys are second this week on the zodiac lineup. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal. So take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay. Um, you guys, this is the last reading for this week. Okay, remember, we are not doing Tap into the Soul or the energy shout out, okay, for the month of June, as all signs are working on their energy right now. And so it is up to you guys, Gemini, to tap into your own soul. If you need any assistance, by all means, you can refer to the Tap into Your Soul playlist so you can view your other readings from the past, okay? Those readings will reconvene next month, okay? I'm trying to see if there's anything else that I need to remind you guys before we get into your reading. If you need also something else that will be helpful to you is the monthly manifestations, okay? Monthly manifestation playlist is on my channel as well, where you can look at the month of June. We do have a new moon coming up on the 28th, okay? So the 28th is your time to figure out what it is that is no longer serving you and focus on the things that are serving you before going into July and kind of starting that new phase in your life, okay? As far as how you choose to live your life, okay, in enlightenment and moving forward in a positive mindset, okay? So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with your reading, okay? Geminis, we're going to pick one from the top, one from the bottom, and one energetically from the middle, okay? I think we're going to go here with it. I was torn between another card, but I kept looking at that one at least twice. So I'm going with that one, okay? So let's see what your ancestors are observing from the great beyond with you. We have the Strength card. We have the Seven of Swords. And we have the Six of Wands, okay? Which, not surprised, because I did notice the Six of Wands while I was shuffling today to get started with you guys. I always shuffle before I start, and so glad that it showed up in your reading, okay? Definitely a good sign. So let's kind of get into your reading here. We have the Strength card showing up, okay? Leo energy, okay? You could either have Leo in your chart or dealing with a Leo. You don't have to be, okay? But you need to have some form of strength, okay? As you can see, she's kind of maintaining this lion, this statue, lion statue, okay? But nonetheless, you need to have some strength. This is a major arcana here. What you need to have strength for is totally up to you, okay? The next card here is the Seven of Swords, okay? Seven of Swords, futility, which means pointlessness or uselessness, okay? With the Seven of Swords here, regular writers wait. Usually it looks like someone is either laying down swords. It's hard to tell sometimes, and sometimes it depends on the combination of the cards in the spread, okay? But we have this one sword standing in the middle here with 6, 3 on either side, okay? And so it could be a stance that you're taking, okay? It could be in reference to a war, okay, as something being very pointless, okay, or no need to do, okay. And I think it has something to do with maybe defending yourself in some point, okay, towards people. It's pointless or useless to try to defend yourself against people. As yesterday with your heart's desire reading, we saw the 7 of wands in your reading, in your main spread, okay, from what I recall. And so sevens being a major point in your readings this week, meaning you need to have inner strength, okay. So it is pointless to continue to explain yourself to people who aren't trying to understand you. They just want you to move in the sense of what they want you or need you to be for them, okay. So it is pointless to try to keep explaining yourself, okay, with this 7 of swords being here, okay. Next we have victory, okay. 6 of wands here, crossing the finish line, okay. You're right there, Gemini, finally getting people to understand you are who you are, okay. And finally you will get that victory of people finally having an understanding and not trying to, change you or make you do what you don't want to, okay. And so you have this victory with that, okay. So let's get into the clarifier so we can get a little bit more information for you guys, okay. We have 1 from the top for strength, 1 from the bottom for the 7 of swords, and then 1 energetically from the middle for victory, okay. 6 of wands. So let's see what's going on one at a time here. So we have the 9 of Pentacles clarifying the strength card, okay. 9 of Pentacles with the strength card. You know your worth, okay. You are secure within yourself, okay. You are very stable, okay. That's possibly what you have been fighting for this whole time in your life, Gemini, is just fighting and having the strength to get to this 9 of Pentacles. It's very hard to establish yourself, especially, when you're starting off younger, like first thing fresh out of high school. Your main goal is to, I know for me, I don't know about anybody else, but me personally, I was like, I want my own apartment. I'm ready to have my own job, buy my own clothes, be able to be my own person. And it takes some time before you can get there, okay. I didn't start, I had my first little establishment, of adulthood before hardships, kicked in, and then I had to restart all over again. And so it is very debilitating. So once you have your self-established, by all means, keep it. It is very liberating, okay. And I think that's where you are right now. You are just wanting to be liberated from having to depend on other people, or you are liberated from having to depend on other people. You take care of yourself. You are someone of worth. You have a lot of value to you. You've accumulated a lot of worth and value, and not just monetarily, but also mentally, emotionally, and just literally as a person, okay. And so it's been a very hard road for you because, again, people have more so tried to tell you what to do, and you're more of a let me do it on my own type person, okay. You're very independent, okay, is what I'm feeling. So that being said, let's move forward. We have futility, okay, with the 7 of Swords, with the Lovers here, okay, with the Lovers here. Just had to make sure. Lovers, defining this card, clarifying this card. Again, it is useless or pointless to make people understand who you love, okay, or who you want to be with, or why you want to be with them. It's useless and pointless, okay. People are going to have their own opinion regardless. At the end of the day, who are you dating? You are dating them. They are not dating your family. They are dating you, okay? And so there's no need for you to explain your reasoning for why you chose this person, because it is your life, okay? And so again, it's no need of you trying to get people to understand. It's not meant for them to understand what they're not having to experience, okay? They should respect your decision and what you choose to do, because it's your life, okay? And while they may want to protect you or just make sure that you're okay, like I've said before in one of your readings, you can appreciate that and take it in as genuinely as possible. But at the end of the day, it is your choice, okay? But it is pointless to constantly keep trying to explain yourself when you are an adult, okay? So, that being said, let's move forward. Wow. Okay, Gemini. I'm loving this. I hope you can see it. I hope you see it. Okay, it is Six of Wands. Yet again, clarifying Six of Wands. Okay, double victory here. Okay, you have double victory in the sense of one, your independence, being liberated from generational chains or bondage, if you will. You have victory in your relationship, okay? You made the right choices in your life, okay? Double sixes here, talking about you've taken the time to reevaluate, okay? And know what it is that you want and what's best for you, okay? I am loving this energy, okay? Which equals out to 12. 12 meaning you've kept a positive mindset, okay? You've battled within yourself that internal conflict mentally and emotionally within you, and you stayed optimistic, okay? The universe possibly was testing you to see which you would, fall in line with. Would you stay with the negative, or would you continue to move forward and be positive in your thoughts and in your actions? And you have, for you to get this double victory. Like, I'm gonna hold it up twice here, and I hope this ends up being the screenshot that y'all see is these two cards, because that is double victory for you, okay? And I'm loving it, okay? So good job, Gemini. Your ancestors are very proud of you, and they have been definitely watching over you to make sure you get your victory, because you have deserved it and you've earned it, okay? So with that being said, let's see what the ancestors speak for you in the Ancestor Oracle. I am like, oh my gosh, you better work, Geminis. You better work, okay? If I had energy shout outs this week, and you know what, don't tell nobody, but I would definitely be picking you guys, okay, for this week. And I don't know whether or not I would have to go back and see if you guys have already had one. And I think you have, Geminis. So by all means, go and check my playlist for the energy shout outs so you can look at your previous energy shout out, okay? Because again, I'm not doing any this month, but I believe I did one for y'all last month, okay? If it wasn't last month, it was sometime then, okay? But definitely go and check that out. So we're on the last shuffle here. I hope that was 3. I was just so excited for y'all, okay? This is wonderful, okay? And remember also, with 12 equaling out to 3, you have centered yourself, okay? Mind, body, and spirit, to know what is good for you, okay? And so you are moving in a very positive light, all right? So that being said, you have whole self health, whole self health, whole self health, okay? That is a tongue twister in itself. See if you can say that 3 times fast, okay? Because I know I am not going to even try to attempt it. But it does say natural therapies, balance, and Ayurveda, okay? So make sure you are eating well. Geminis, taking care of yourself. Maybe you're starting a new diet, taking better care of yourself. Someone else got this card last week. So that sign could possibly be in your birth chart, or you could be dealing with that sign. I want to say it was Leo that got this card last week, as I believe I did Leo last week. Okay. But we're going to refer to the book. Let's see. Whole Self Health, page 98, which is, I believe, the last card in the book. Okay. Which makes me feel like you guys have come to some form of completion. Okay. Which is 9. Okay. So the ancestors speak. Have a look at your whole self. Have you felt sluggish or out of balance? Have you been craving a certain type of food or drink? Be conscious of everything you are putting into your body, including food, ideas, images, and breath. You are what you consume. Be more aware of what you choose to put into your body. Make choices for your wellness. Okay. And let's be, really clear. Make good choices for your wellness. Okay. Now, there's something else that I will say, which I think I already did before we started, because ancestors are saying pay close attention. This is part of the divinatory meaning, okay, which it says focus on refining your diet. You may need to add, avoid, or moderate a food or food group. Okay, so something could be messing with your digestive system. If you're pregnant with craving certain types of foods or drink, okay, there could be something that you usually drink that's kind of interfering with your pregnancy right now, Geminis. For some of you, it may not be for all of you. Get in where you fit in, okay? But just moderate that type of food or avoid it as much as possible if you're starting to see that you're getting sick off of a certain food, okay? Someone in particular may be getting sick off of avocados. Maybe you like avocados or guacamole. You may not be able to eat that during your pregnancy, okay? So it says another part that is here that's pushing my attention to: tiredness, headaches, pains, stomach issues, or something else you have accepted as normal can be improved or alleviated by a change in diet. So this card is prompting you to take charge of your health by making a change and creating wellness, okay? So just be mindful of the things that you're eating. Something could be, like I said, agitating you, okay? And again, if you've been a little bit sluggish, it could be because your diet is a little bit off the norm, okay? If you're eating a lot of junk food, things of that nature, it can start making you sluggish, okay? And I know for me, during even my cycles, I primarily start craving some fried foods, sweets, things of that nature. So I try to find it in between, like smoothies. Sometimes I can't help it. I do like some fried fish every now and again. That's my major, my major Achilles heel is like some fried catfish. But I call myself still eating healthy because it's fish. But it is fried. But little stuff like that, okay? Just kind of make some moderations. If I do eat it, then the next day I'll probably like eat some veggies, some stir-fried veggies or roasted cauliflower. I have some cauliflower that I'm probably going to roast. And roasted cauliflower for some reason tastes very meaty and filling to me, and I put it in my air fryer and it's fire. Okay, so making little changes like that, Gemini, could be very helpful to you. If you're craving something sweet, try a smoothie or something that can give you some protein or potassium, paying attention to the minerals and vitamins that your body needs while you're pregnant, okay? Like I like peanut butter and banana sandwiches sometimes, and I've had some occasionally. I've made a chocolate banana smoothie with peanut butter in it. So if you need like fiber or something in your diet, excuse me, Geminis. So those are just some ideas that you might want to look into. Okay, So you kind of compromise a little bit, still kind of get your little pleasure food, but in a healthy way. Okay. So with that being said, let's refer to the bottom of the deck for your angel of support message, which is from Ray. Ray. Okay. Raye. And she says yoga and exercise are essential to your well being, peace of mind, and spiritual growth right now. Okay. Yoga and exercise are essential to your well being, peace of mind, and spiritual growth right now. Okay. So try to formulate some wellness into your day or week. Okay, yoga in particular is the first one of choice. Okay, especially if you're not very used to doing exercise, that could be a great way. I just consider yoga a good form of stretching. Okay, in a more spiritual sense. So that could help you in centering yourself. And again, while you're pregnant, this could be definitely good for you to just stretch your joints so there's no stiffness. Walking is a great form of exercise if you don't feel like you can get around that much, depending on how far along you are. This is for a particular set of Geminis, okay? And so just do something within moderation, the same as your food. Do the exercise in moderation as much as you possibly can, whatever you can handle. If it's just a 10-minute walk, do a 10-minute walk, okay? Even if you're just secluding yourself or isolating yourself at home, you can walk in place. I have a stepper. You can go ahead and kind of step. It's kind of like a miniature elliptical, if you will, and get your little exercise in that way. And like I said, just doing some stretching, okay? Look into beginner's yoga and you should be fine, okay, Geminis? But you are having this victory for a reason, okay? Everything is lining into place for you, or has lined into place for you. And so these little things will help keep you centered and keep your well-being and your energy up, okay? So with that being said, Geminis, that is all that I have for you guys today, and we won't see you guys again until next month. So until then, you keep this energy, this Six of Swords energy going, not just into next month, but for the rest of your life, okay? And you will be just fine, all right? So until then, peace.